Everyone's coming up with ideas. She's screaming, she's shouting. That's why not have manner of approach. Like you don't even know how to speak to people.
Don't be angry, Bella.
This one is not really okay.
I was trying to suggest something. I was trying to suggest. She's just sitting down there.
Let me tell you what the main problem is.
So the way things are going, it seems as though the two major ships in the house are on the verge of, being destroyed. And it's making me wonder what's going on. Is it that it's coming to an end, the show is coming to an end and everybody's trying to get their head straight, get their game straight and, thinking things through more than they would have before. And the major shifts I'm talking about, of course, it's Bella and Sheggz and Groovy and Fina. I think they're the only ships left in the house too, because Dozy have been destroyed and Hermes and Addison. Funny enough, hey, what do people call Hermes and Addison's ship? Tell me, let me know in the comment section, because I don't think I've heard their names. I mean, I know that Groovy and Fina is Groovy, and Bella and Sheggz is Shella, and Cheesy and Dozy were Dozy. So this morning, we know that Groovy and Fina's relationship is not really a very emotional one, in the sense that it's not two people that just met each other and fell in love, like, oh my God, I love this girl so much, I can't live without her. No, it's not. That wasn't really the case with Groovy and Fina. It was more strategic, and, on Fina's part, it was more of her in need of a companion. And on Groovy's side, it was more strategic, So it wasn't a relationship where they were crazy about each other and just wanted to be with each other. More like they were gonna be together to help each other go far in the game. And so far, so good, it's worked. But we know that from the beginning of the show, Fina was always giving us this hard girl vibes where, she's too strong, she doesn't feel stuff. But funny enough, we've gotten to see the crybaby side of her. So she and Groovy were having a conversation. According to her, she wanted to know where she stands with Groovy because, they'll soon be leaving the house. And she wants to know if the relationship is something she could hold on to or it's something that's going to end with the game. So she was asking Groovy, hey, what do you feel about me? That she wants to know how he feels towards her. She wants to know where she stands. And the smooth guy that Groovy is was just saying something at the same time saying nothing. So Groovy said, she asked him, she gave him two options. She asked, do you like me or do you love me? And according to her, he said he doesn't love her. Right? And Groovy said, I never said I don't love you. That I said I really like you. And I'm like, wow, really like? Is that supposed to be comforting? I don't understand. What is really like you? Is that a way of saying, okay, it's now like a transition between like and love, then there's really like, where you really like someone, but you're not in love with them yet. It was just funny. And the thing about it is that Fina was disappointed. She expected that by this time in their relationship, which is about a month now, that he would be in love with her, at least really feeling really strongly for her, at least almost there, She felt that they have, because Groovy was saying, okay, that love is a process. It doesn't happen overnight and it takes time. And then Fina was like, okay, so in this 1 month, it's not been enough time for you to fall in love with me. It's not enough time for you to fall in love with me. I mean, it's not enough time for you to at least, want me or want to pursue something with me. But it was just like, it takes time, it's a gradual process. Don't rush it. Blah, blah, blah. And all I can see is a guy trying so hard to be evasive as to not shoot himself in the foot because he knows that there are benefits attached to him being with Fina. A part of the benefits are her strength. Fina is really strong. And in the case that he's up for eviction, like this week, her fans are definitely going to vote to keep him in the house because she's saved. So if he mistakenly goes against her and causes a problem between them, he's going to lose all the voting power that would have come from her fans. So yeah. And also the fact that, of course, Fina is like the alpha female in the house. And it's better to be on her good side than her bad side. And then there's the cooking. Hey, she cooks really well. She feeds this dude. And we all know that Groovy likes food. So I'm sure he's trying so hard not to ruin what they have, but at the same time, he doesn't want to commit, doesn't want to say what he cannot do or what he can't give. So he's trying really hard to be as evasive as possible. But it's funny though, Fina wasn't exactly buying his evasiveness, because she was like, when he said he really likes her, and she was like, oh, this is how like he's trying to use English to confuse her, and she was laughing about it. I hope that indeed she doesn't take this to heart, because I mean, from the beginning of your relationship, it was spelt out. At least they both knew that they were not exactly getting into a relationship because of feelings. But just like Fina was saying, it's just vibes. And I remember her conversation with Amaka much earlier. She was like, she has not really been in this place where she's been showered with love and attention and looked after, and she's just going to keep enjoying it. And that's what she's doing with Groovy, that she's going to enjoy every bit of the attention is given to her. So she always knew that it wasn't really real per se. It was more like both of them needing each other in different ways. And if that's the case, I don't see any reason why she should be upset. But although these things are easier said than done, I mean, we can easily say, hey, she shouldn't be upset. But, you know, you might know certain things. You might know that, okay, this guy we're not supposed to fall in love, or we're not supposed to really get too entangled or too tied to each other. But they've been together for a month. They've done things together. They've done stuff under the duvet. You know, they've been a ship. And it's kind of natural for feelings to start growing. And it's understandable that Fina may have started developing those feelings. But it's quite disappointing on Fina's side that Groovy is not reciprocating those feelings the way she expects. So, well, that was how the conversation went. They were just going back and forth. And Groovy did not give her any concrete reason, because, hey, we've seen him be evasive severally when asked about his relationship with Fina. He's never really said anything. Like when Chumsy, Yellow Swags and Doing were coming at them when they had that, you know, level 3 thingy upstairs movie date, he never really said Fina is my babe, like owning the relationship. He was just being evasive and all of that. So I don't know if Groovy is just trying to be careful. Maybe he does like her, although I don't feel like he likes or really, really loves her. You know, I feel it's just he likes her enough, but not enough to be in an exclusive relationship with. And I would say that Fina should just get over the dude. She should just forget about this relationship. Let it end with a house. I mean, she had already said that going out of the house, she knows that there may be guys already outside waiting for her. So she should just move on and not dwell or depend on Groovy, because he's gonna disappoint her. I think he's definitely gonna disappoint her. And now to the Shella camp. We know that these guys and arguments are like 5 and 6. But on this particular, I think a night ago or 2 nights ago, they had all been having a nice time, right? They had all been having a good time. And yeah, so Chichi had called the housemates, because Bella and Chichi had an altercation earlier, and Chichi had called the housemates so she could apologize to Bella and Sheggz, and Bella and Sheggz, so she could apologize to Bella. And Bella and Sheggz were in the restroom having a bath when she called them. So when they came out, Bella just like put on a 90 and she wasn't really wearing anything underneath. So she was very cautious as to, you know, covering herself. She was trying to make sure that she doesn't expose anything on national TV. So she was being cautious and, you know, trying to make sure she doesn't mistakenly expose her body. And after all of that, they were having conversations. They had even gone into the wardrobe area. You know, they were just talking. Everybody was having a nice time. I think Brian was there. I think Cheesy was there too. I can't remember who was there. But they were all talking and playing. And at that point, Sheggz felt the need to lift Bella up. Yes, for some reason. He was probably trying to be romantic, I don't know. But he felt the need to lift Bella up. And in trying to lift her up, she was trying to tell him that, Sheggz, I don't feel comfortable, like I'm not wearing anything. We know how 90s are, like, and it's silk. One little slip and everything could be out there on national TV. So girl was trying to protect her prize, hello? And she was trying to explain to Sheggz that, yo, I'm not comfortable with this, like, I'm not wearing anything underneath. She was trying to tell him not to lift her because she was scared that she was gonna, you know, slip and something might show. But Sheggz was not listening. All that was in his head was, you know, trying to do that PDA. He just needed to show to the world that he loves his girl. And she went on saying it. And even while she was trying to lift her, she was trying to struggle. But hey, of course, Sheggz is stronger than her. And it was like a little bit of a struggle between them, but he still lifted her up. But you could tell that she wasn't comfortable. She wasn't comfortable. She was very uncomfortable, trying to, pull up her clothes, trying to make sure that nothing is showing. So when he finally lifted her up and took her to the room, she wasted no time in telling him that she did not like what just happened, that she was trying to explain to him that she's not comfortable, she wasn't properly dressed, and he was not understanding or choosing to just pick a fight out of that. Because dude flared up and started saying she was rude, that her manner of saying it was rude, she was disrespectful. And yes, we know that Bella comes across as rude a lot of times, but that particular scenario, that particular time, she was not rude. She was just uncomfortable. And if you're a guy that claims to love a girl, you should look out for her and not always do things that are just within your comfort zone. So it was very obvious that Bella wasn't comfortable in that situation. She was worried about her body being shown on TV, and at the end, it would be only her that would be attacked, not him. But he did not see it that way. He was saying that she was being rude to him. Why did she say it in that manner? That she's trying to be disrespectful. And he said a lot of things, and it was just annoying. Yes, I know that Sheggz has a problem of understanding. In fact, Sheggz has a lot of problems. He just doesn't think that anybody else's feelings or expressions are important except his. Yes. So he doesn't care if Bella is not comfortable with what he wants to do. Just as long as he wants to do it, he's gonna do it. And that was exactly what happened, because there was no reason for Sheggz to get upset at that point at all. It did not deserve him flaring up and then leading into a fight, threatening Bella that he was gonna leave her. And Bella is tired. Bella was tired of hearing that, and she was like, you know what? If you want to leave me, then leave me. Like, stop threatening me. And was like, I'm not threatening you. It's not a threat. And yes, I'm tired of Sheggz. I really wish he had left on Sunday. When we wouldn't have been having all this drama. It's just annoying. So yeah, it was just back and forth. And I think she got fed up with hearing all he had to say, all his negatives, and she picked her pillow and was trying to leave the room. And he then said again that if she dared leave the room, that he was going to end the relationship. And he swore on his mother. And this is not the first time dude is swearing on his mother. And now he did not still leave the relationship. So what's going to happen to his mother? I don't know what's up with Sheggz. But she left the room and went to the other room. And they didn't exactly accept her. She asked if there was going to be a bed, if they could give her a bed to stay on. Obviously, there were empty beds. But Chidi was like, she should go back to her husband and settle her disputes. And I felt that was really cool. She should just let her stay in the room. It's not a big deal. I mean, she just needed space to cool off. But I guess he was coming from the standpoint of being a rider and trying to, amplify every issue. And funny thing is that Sheggz even followed her to the room and was trying to judge the scenario with everybody else. And I'm like, okay, why do you feel the need to get validated by other people, to recruit people into your camp, to make it always look like you're the victim and the other person is the villain? But this case, you were wrong. And he kept on saying things like, okay, if it was his sister, he wouldn't even take it. Like, you should walk out on him and blah, blah, blah. It was just, and then eventually he left. And after some time, Bella went back to the room. And guess what Bella did when she went back to the room? Yeah, she begged Sheggz. She apologized to Sheggz. Big Sheggz, I'm sorry. Big Sheggz, no. He was like, it's fine. She said, no, it's not okay. I'm sorry. At this point, I don't think that Bella can disappoint me any more than she already has, because these guys are annoying, Bella and Sheggz together. And Bella is at the most top of the list of most annoying people on earth. How could you constantly let a guy disrespect you in public, put you down, and then you still don't have any self-respect? You're still begging him. I don't understand. I mean, he was even going as far as comparing her attitude in public, telling her that she's rude to the rest of the housemates, so she's always rude. Everybody knows she's rude. Even if everybody knows she's rude, you should be the last person to say that, especially to the hearing of other people. But Sheggz doesn't care. And Bella was begging him. For a good number of minutes, she was begging him, apologizing and telling him she's sorry. She's sorry for doing nothing, for expressing how she felt. Really? Bella, I don't really understand your relationship with Sheggz, and I don't even care. But it's just annoying. It itches my eyes. When she does things like that, my heart sinks. And, You know what? It's fine. I don't really care. I don't really care. I'm just, at this point, I'm done. I cannot wait to see who is going home this Sunday. And hopefully it will be Bella or Sheggz, or the both of them at least would get to stop seeing this, okay? Well, let's see how this goes. You know, we're just gonna have to wait and see. And of course, I definitely come tell you whatever I need to tell you. And until that time, I am Bethy, and this is the Big Brother Naija show here on THAV TV, where I keep you updated on everything and anything that happens in this season of Big Brother Naija, the level up season. And I'm glad that it's coming to an end. Really, though. Okay, so, you know, do not forget to like, subscribe, leave comments. Are you really as frustrated as I am about this Bella and Sheggz situation? Or are you not? I don't know. Tell me. I want to know, okay? So just enjoy the rest of your day.